Hi there, as promised, I told you I was going to answer the questions, and we have some good ones. Then I'd like to start with this one from Laura. I always start out well, and I'm all excited on my new fitness programs, but after a few weeks, I stop. What am I doing wrong? What should I do to change the pattern? All right, so when you have a goal, when you have something that you want to accomplish, there are two parts to it. The first part is the conscious part. The conscious part is you want to start a program. In this case, a fitness program. It can be any other goal that you have. And you need to ask yourself why. Why is it that I want to do this fitness program? What am I going to gain? Because when you start exercising, there's a price to pay. My famous yin and yang. So if this represents challenging yourself, and this represents staying in your comfort zone, or this represents challenge, this represents pleasure. If you challenge yourself by exercising, what are the benefits that you are imagining having? You feel you want to be healthier, more fit, you want to fit in your clothes, you want to feel sexy, you want to have more stamina, you want to be able to play with your kids, with your grandkids. What is the why? What is a why that inspires you? So that's the conscious part. The second thing that you need to check when you are doing a goal, making a goal, a vision for yourself, is your subconscious mind. And again, that's connected to, the Heart Freedom Method that I teach. But for example, you may want to exercise, but subconsciously, you might be afraid of exercising because it's going to get you feeling really good about yourself. And then when you were a kid, you were being teased, people were jealous of you when you were feeling good about yourself, when you felt sexy. So now, subconsciously, if you get in shape, if you do all the things you want to be doing, people are going to dislike you. So when you're doing patterns, when you're doing something that you want to work on, it's super important for you to have a why. What's my why? That's the conscious part. And subconsciously, you need to find out, what am I doing that's sabotaging me? All right. I have another great question from Barton. Hi, Barton. We have a guy asking us a question. I have an annoying coworker. It's stressing me out. I do not want to go to work. What should I do? What should I say? Well, if you are brave, Barton, my trick for this is, it's the 4 question of the extreme freedom process. And we can put a copy in the email. If you want to look below, you're going to find it. And it's 4 questions. The first question is, what is their problem? What's the problem? What are they doing wrong? Why is it that they're bugging you? It could be like, they always put their stuff near my desk and it's in my way. So that can be the outside thing that's bugging you, but what really bugs you? Maybe it feels disrespectful. So then, what is the solution to their problem? If they just change this thing, if they just did that, if they just listened to you, their life, your life, everybody's life would get better. So what is the solution to their problem? Then the catch, the third question. The third question is, where in your life do you have the same problem? In this case, for example, who are you disrespecting? Where are you taking more space than you should? Is it in your relationship at home with your parents? Maybe with your coworker, you do it in a different way. You don't realize it, but you go over on their desk and you talk when they don't want to be talking and they're focused. Like, figure out where you're doing that thing that annoys you with them. And then the 4th question is, what is the solution for you? So what is it that you need to do that would change the dynamics? And it's fascinating. It's actually really magical. When you do this, either your coworker is going to stop doing that thing that's annoying you, and it happens quite often. Don't take my word for it, try it. The other thing that can happen is it doesn't bug you anymore, because you realize, well, if I'm not willing to change that thing I'm doing, why would I expect them to change anything? Or sometimes they get moved away. They won't even be there beside you. Try it, you'll see it's amazing. Question from Nikki, and I've seen these questions many times. People come and see me with these questions all the time. I seem to be very unlucky in love. It never works out for me. I always end up with the wrong person, the wrong relationship. What am I doing wrong? And what's wrong with me? Well, first of all, nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong with the things you're doing, but you as yourself, as a person, you're worthy of love. So this is number one thing. When I work with my clients, 99% of the time, when they always end up in relationships that don't work out, is because subconsciously they're afraid of being in relationships. Ta-da! Remember, relatively speaking, your conscious mind that wants a relationship is the size of a football, and your subconscious mind in charge of your survival, the football field. So when your subconscious mind has associated more pain than pleasure to something you want consciously, it won't let you have it. You can swear high and low on your mother's head that you want one, but if we do the work that I do with you, you're going to discover that, I don't really want this. This is too scary. So I have really two great programs I can suggest to you. One is Soul Worthy Love, and it's for people who are single or in relationships already. And it's really good. It will help you figure out what's blocking you. The other one is Unleash Your Dream Life, where I teach you how to find the subconscious blocks that are in the way of your relationships or career or anything. You also learn to do the Heart Freedom Method in the Soul Worthy Love program, but it's not as in-depth as the Unleash Your Dream Life. All right. My question from Marisa. How do I go about asking my boss for a raise without shaking your booties? Well, it's very easy. When you understand your boss, what are the problems, what are headaches I can take away from my boss? If you go to your boss and you say, you know, right now I see that this and this and this needs to be changed, like maybe you need to have a new organizing pattern or agenda, or you need to have better schedule, or whatever you see is a headache and you want to take charge of it, you want to take it as a task. And if you show them, you know, that you'll do this, what's the value to them? And then you can ask for a raise. You're a lot more likely to get your raise when you show your boss that you can bring value. It's always about exchanging value. You bring in more value, and it's easy to ask for a raise. That's it for now. If you have other questions, if these questions are spurring more questions, send them to us, and we might be able to make another recording.